Bulletcast for life.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Bulletcast. We are about the number 67 sports and recreational podcast, but yet again, we are the only sports and recreational podcast that is simply just too sweet. I'm not the Bulletcast champion, but just like Peyton Royce and Billy Kay, I'm simply iconic. I am on the line, though, with the Bulletcast champion, the reigning, defending, undisputed Bulletcast champion. He dislikes you if you're from Saskatchewan, Vancouver, Montreal, Toronto. I got the Canadian Destroyer, Brandon, on the line. How's it going, man?
Hello, Philip. You never forget your first, which I am the first ever Bulletcast champion. Now I'm the first ever three-time champion. And hopefully, I'm kind of like the Sasha Banks of this gimmick. I can't defend it. So hopefully this time, I'm more like AJ Styles and not Sasha Banks.
Have that long tenure as champ. I feel it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we wanna jump to outside of the ring. So WWE's new pay-per-view schedule for 2019. I had it. Let me pull it up as I speak to you. So you want to talk to the fans while I look this up?
I mean, what? So I have a show called Under the Radar. If you want to go listen to that, you can go right ahead. I talk about NXT, talk about Total Divas. I previewed the Crown Jewel event, which, let's be honest, that show was atrocious. We're not even going to talk about that show, mainly because Philip didn't really want to watch it because he has wrestling practice, because he loves the kids. And so he's trying to better the next generation. But unfortunately, I sat through it, even though I watched it in my bed, so I kind of took a nap throughout the middle portion. But once the Brock Lesnar-Braun Strowman thing came up, then I woke up and then begrudgingly watched it. And then I watched the end of the Best in the World Cup. And, that rolled off the tongue. I didn't even mean to say that. Best in the World Cup?
Best in the World Cup? What is that?
Get it? Okay. I stalled long enough.
You started long enough? Alright, so the 2019 schedule for WWE. As we know, we have Royal Rumble, we have WrestleMania, Survivor Series, SummerSlam, all that stuff. I noticed they put Clash of Champions back on there. They also put Halloween Havoc, and they put Starrcade as its own event. So that's going to be really interesting to see once that time rolls around. What are your thoughts on that?
I like the names of Halloween Havoc and Starrcade. Starrcade's okay, but I really like the name of Halloween Havoc. I think it definitely fits the theme of, something that could go on right now around Halloween time, shockingly. And then you can have Survivor Series at the end, after Thanksgiving. I don't care about the names. I want to know where these pay-per-views are taking place. Is that on the paper?
No, it is not. TBD for a lot of these.
Is LA getting Survivor Series again?
Like I said, TBD for a lot of these.
Because that's all I care about. I don't care what the name of it is. I just want to know if it's coming to Oakland, San Jose, LA, or possibly the brand new Chase Center in San Francisco.
Well, I know Royal Rumble's in Arizona, WrestleMania's in New York, SummerSlam's in Toronto. Yeah, those are the only arenas that have been confirmed for things, so we'll see. We'll see how all that plays out. Alright, moving on from that, Cody Rhodes is not going back to WWE, apparently. He was talking to some fans on the cruise, and he simply said, I'm not going back to WWE, and then he said he's not going to be at the big Madison Square Garden Ring of Honor New Japan show that's happening next year. Is he working the fans? Yes, possibly. Because Cody in interviews, he said how he doesn't want to be written. He doesn't want stuff written for him ever again. So it's going to be interesting to see what that is going forward. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I talked about it last week. Maybe they are starting up their own wrestling promotion with the Jaguars owners. Maybe he's not going to do it. Maybe he just was, pandering to the crowd, knowing what they want. If I would put money on it, I would probably bet that he's not going back to WWE because Cody's been doing great on his own. He just started up that new cigar business. He does other things outside the company. He's doing Arrow.
He has
wine. A whole bunch of other stuff. He doesn't need WWE to succeed.
Would I like to see Cody back in WWE? Yes, obviously he's come. I think his story's come kind of full circle, so to speak, with going out on his own, all in, all that good stuff. So would I like to see Cody back? Yes. Will he come back? Honestly, that is seriously up to him. All right, moving on from that, we didn't have a lot outside of the ring, but we're going to talk some stuff inside of the ring. So, the Street Profits, the NXT Tag Team, become Evolve Tag Team Champions. Thoughts, comments, concerns?
I'm not the biggest Evolve fan, so I did see the news about the new Evolve champions. Good for the Street Profits. They've been sort of pushed up and down the card on the NXT television. They're a nice cult fan favorite, but I think they have some potential. They're not the best in the ring, but I think for them, maybe getting some buzz on Evolve, good for them.
Yes, good for them. Shout out to Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. All right, we got to talk Evolution. We haven't talked about it together. I know you gave your thoughts on your Under the Radar show, award-winning, I should say. And then, I gave my thoughts on the incident analysis. But give the fans who didn't hear, what were your thoughts on Evolution?
I thought it was a good pay-per-view. I think the first match was probably the worst match with the Alicia Fox blowing the save on the cover, and the Legends. They're not the best, they're past the prime, but I think everything else was good. I really liked the Battle Royal, but the Battle Royal was probably a lot better than it should have been. The Becky Lynch Charlotte match I really liked. I'm not as high on it as all the other people are, saying it's one of the best matches of the year. I didn't think so. I just feel like last woman man standing matches are always kind of clunky, and they kind of ruin the flow of the match. Ronda Rousey and Nikki Bella, that was fantastic as well. So overall, I give it a thumbs up. Maybe I'll give it like a 7 out of 10.
Yeah,
hopefully from now on, if they do the show again, which I'm pretty sure they will, they pat themselves less on the back about being, transformative and being all women empowerment, stuff like that. Just it's an all women show, and that's all it is. We're not trying to be revolutionary over here. It's presented as a regular show.
Your boy Dave Meltzer gave Charlotte and Becky with like 3.75. Me, I'm not the star guy. I gave grades. Real quick, Becky and Charlotte, I thought it was good. I thought it was very well done. Did they set a new standard in women's wrestling on the main roster? Yes, absolutely. I applaud them for that. Nikki and Ronda, the storytelling in the match was solid. I appreciate it. I gave the show an A for the whole coming together of all these women from like Mae Young and Chyna and all these women to getting to this moment. All that good stuff, women empowerment. I gave it all an A. I thought Evolution was very well done. Some people said it had a all-in feel. I guess you could go there, but Evolution, it was done. It was done right. I would like to see another one.
I think they will do another one. I think once a year, maybe at this time in between SummerSlam and Survivor Series. I think it's a nice spot for them.
Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we said we wouldn't talk Crown Jewel, but we will have to talk about this major thing. I unfortunately did see the spoiler when I was hopped on Instagram real quick. Brock Lesnar is once again the reigning, defending, undisputed Universal Champion. Two times. What are your thoughts on this, Brandon?
So the match itself, it was very short. It was pretty much, that's what I expected, but what happened was, spoiler alert, Baron Corbin hits Braun Strowman from behind with the title, and then Brock Lesnar hits him with a bunch of F5s. Braun Strowman kicks out of a bunch of F5s, but then finally, there's one too many, and Brock Lesnar wins.
All right. So that means you get to see Brock versus AJ live.
Yeah, I speculated, I'm not the biggest fan of Braun Strowman being an everyday champion. I think his action with him and how much can you actually do with him as a champion, being a monster and being put in peril, which I don't know what you can do with him. So this is the last good thing. This obviously wasn't the original plan. So I'm not going to sit here and boo-boo all over it for Brock Lesnar being the champion. I think, give it till the end of the year. If Brock is still champion and it's the same old shtick we got earlier in the year and last year where he's only showing up maybe once a month, then I think that's when we can start to crap all over it. But I think right now, I'll take a wait-and-see attitude and see what they have in store, if Brock is just a transitional champion to Seth or to some other person, or if it's just we're going to get the title on Brock so he can have his fight with Cormier, and we get some publicity with him holding the championship, and it's champion versus champion.
Yeah. I didn't see the match. I will have to go back and watch it, but congratulations to big bad Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this day in wrestling. Let's talk about what happened on this day. So in 1998, Vince McMahon introduces the Hardcore Championship to Mankind on Monday Night Raw on this day. Thoughts, comments?
Good for Mankind. He earned that one.
He did earn it. All right, we got some wrestling birthdays. Samir Singh, he's 31 years old today. Darren Young, a former primetime player, former WWE Tag Team Champion, is 35. And Queen Sharmell, she's the Queen of King Booker. She is 48 years old today. Shout out.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, congratulations, all that good stuff. All right, so we got some fan mail. Actually, I'll just read one. I'll just read the one. Mr. Toledo, thank God, he's like our number one fan mail guy. All right, so Mr. Toledo, compose a commentary team of 2 or 3 of the men I'm going to list: Vince McMahon, Jim Ross, Mauro Ranallo, Taz, Jerry the King Lawler, Booker T, and Paul Heyman.
Was it Jerry Lawler was in there?
Yeah.
I'll go Mauro Ranallo and Jerry Lawler. Why not? I think Mauro and Jerry could have some fun back and forth.
Really? I'll go Jim Ross. I'll go Mauro. Actually, you know what? I'll go Taz, Mauro Ranallo, and Paul Heyman. I'll do the 3-man booth with those guys.
I think if you want like a super sports-like feel, I do think Taz and Mauro was probably the best pick that you want. But if you're going sports entertainment-y, I think Mauro definitely can toe the line between sports and sports entertainment.
Yes. Mamma mia!
For Vince McMahon's sake, and Jerry Lawler being the creepy old man heel, I think that could be some fun.
Puppies! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk Monday Night Raw. So we kick off Raw. Baron Corbin, he's talking about, the vacant Universal Championship. Had it over his shoulder. Looked pretty good on him, I'm not going to lie. Anyway, Braun Strowman comes out. Brock Lesnar comes out. Lesnar hits an F5 on Strowman. Before that, Braun dismantled Corbin with power slams, setting up their match at Crown Jewel. Spoiler alert, yada yada yada. Brock Lesnar becomes Universal Champion. Thoughts, comments?
I mean, it was exactly what you thought it was going to be. Just kind of simple, set up the match. We didn't think we were going to be here, but we're here now, so here you go.
Yep. All right. Finn Balor, he defeats Bobby Lashley because of a disqualification. And Baron Corbin was so impressed with Lashley's performance that he threw Bobby Lashley in the World Cup tournament to replace Big Match John.
I mean, it didn't make a whole lot of sense, but that's the cards that were dealt, and John Cena was going to be on the show, so I guess they did the best of what they could have done, just kind of give all the heat onto Baron Corbin for taking John Cena out and putting Lashley in. So it didn't make a whole lot of sense in some regards, but it made some sense in other regards.
Yeah, it was whatever. Leo Rush outside just chanting Lashley. I enjoy it. I don't know why. I think it's nice.
I don't really watch Lashley matches because I don't want to hear Leo Rush chant Lashley. I think he's annoying, and he's a heel for all the wrong reasons.
But you're supposed to think he's annoying because he's a heel.
But I don't want to watch him because he's just annoying.
Okay.
It's kind of the same thing with the Iconics, but I get more of a kick out of the Iconics because it's not for the entire match.
True. All right, Natalya, Sasha Banks, Bayley, Trish Stratus, and Lita defeat the Riot Squad consisting of Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, Liv Morgan, and Mickie James and Alicia Fox were there too.
It was a match.
It was a match. There were women. Hair was flying. People were getting slammed. All that good stuff. Saw a moonsault. I think we saw a chick kick. And it was just a feel-good moment for the babyfaces. Feel-good moment for Lita and Trish coming off of their in-ring return at WWE Evolution. Yeah.
Just like on Sunday when those tag team matches clinched my victory as the new champion.
You know what? You don't have to rub it in my face, man.
It's those throwaway 6-woman tag matches that make the difference. They don't look important on paper, but they all add up.
All right. So Elias, a man who I walk with, he plays Baron Corbin a song. Corbin isn't really feeling it, so Jinder Mahal attacks Baron Corbin backstage. They have a match later on, and Elias beats Jinder.
The babyface turn of Elias is in full swing now. I mean, Elias' shtick, now being a babyface, it's only 1 weekend. I'm still going to have to see what he does every single week. If he sings, is he going to put over the Towns now, or is he going to still bury the Towns? I laughed a little too hard when Dana Brooke was backstage and asked him to sing her a song, and he said no. I don't know why I laughed so hard at that, but I did. And I think Elias is on a good first step of being a babyface.
Yeah,
I hope they don't push him too hard, though.
I mean, he just beat a former WWE champion. Push him to the moon.
The match was not all that good, which is what you would expect with Elias versus Jinder Mahal. And you said it. Someone who was a champion just a year ago is now putting over Elias and throw away very short squash matches.
Yeah, we've come downhill on the Jinder train. The Maharaja train it's ended. You know, we all got off, and we're all just going on our merry way, going in different directions in life. All right, well, moving on from that, Kurt Angle, you know, he has a promo, talks about the World Cup and all that other stuff. How'd you like it?
It was what it was. Probably was better than his teleprompter promo last week.
Really?
I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't even think I watched it.
Wow. You got to show Kurt some love, man.
I mean, I see this World Cup is what it is. It's just get a bunch of people on the show to get that Saudi money.
Get that sweet, sweet Saudi money. All right, the AOP attack the Ascension and Bobby Roode along with Chad Gable. Thoughts?
Yes, they did.
Any thoughts on this?
Is there supposed to be thoughts on this?
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
All right, let's talk about something more interesting. So, Seth Rollins makes his way down to the ring sporting the Intercontinental Championship around his waist, and he wants answers to why his brother, Dean Ambrose, turned his back on him. Dean Ambrose emerges into the crowd, kind of mocking the Shield. He has a microphone, but Dean doesn't say anything. Thoughts on that?
I think we were saying last week, like, oh, Dean Ambrose needs to come back and cut this fire promo to explain what he did, which is what we'd all expect. So then they come out the next week and he doesn't say anything, which makes a whole lot of sense because it makes you want to wait for him to say what he needs to say. Seth got his words out, and I thought Seth did a good job at explaining. Like, he had his moment where he turned his back on Dean, but at least he had the gall to look him in the eyes and tell him why he did all that. So now this is why Dean is the worst person than Seth Rollins. And I think right now they're doing a good job, and I still got to see what's going on with the Tag Team Championships. Yeah,
that's the thing, because, you know, Survivor Series, champion versus champion, so is he pulling double duty that night, or what are we doing?
I don't know. They still, on Crown Jewel, they still said that he is the Tag Team Champion. So they're not shying away from it. He didn't carry the championship to the ring. He only carried the IC title. So maybe they have some sort of like week or two tournament to determine who's the champion, or maybe Seth does pull double duty. And I'm really looking forward to that Seth Rollins Shinsuke Nakamura match. But
yeah, that's going to be amazing.
It should be amazing. But how many times have we said, "Oh, this Shinsuke match is going to be amazing," and then it's just 12 minutes of meh.
Yeah, Shinsuke hasn't really lived up to the hype that we all thought once he would get on the main roster. But, you know, it should be good. Hopefully, it will be. So yeah, the whole Dean Ambrose thing. I think him not speaking right now. I think it does make more sense. Less is more, as you like to say. Let us bait and switch with it a little bit. Yeah. All right. So moving on from that, Nia Jax, who is not like most girls, she's not, ladies and gentlemen. She goes on to defeat Ember Moon.
50-50 booking, everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, let's say that.
And now Nia Jax gets her push because she won the Battle Royal. And yeah, we're right back where we started with Nia.
Yes, sir. Alright, Drew McIntyre and my boy Dolph Ziggler make their way out to the ring, cut promos, talk about being the best in the world. Dolph has a match with Apollo. Apollo takes an L to my boy DZ. What are your thoughts on this match?
The match was what it was. It makes sense. Dolph Ziggler's going into the World Cup tournament. And now with the whole Roman Reigns being out, it kind of seems they got to rewrite all these scripts. And the Dolph Ziggler Drew McIntyre storyline is probably something that involves Roman Reigns, because I think the TLC pay-per-view that's coming up in San Jose, it was like straight up advertising. It was the Shield versus the Six of the Dogs of War, or whatever their names are called. So definitely a lot of rewrites are going to have to happen because this Roman Reigns situation, and I wonder if they're just going to speed up the breakup of Drew and Dolph, but then that's kind of similar to what Seth and Dean is doing, so I don't know what they're doing with those two.
Yeah, we're going to have to wait and see what goes on. Dolph, that's really been his whole WWE career. Start and stop, start and stop, stop for a couple years, get something going, stop again. I want Dolph to be in the limelight again, Honestly, I would like to see Dolph Ziggler as world champ, not the Universal. I would love to see Dolph Ziggler as WWE champion, but that's most likely never going to happen. So, I guess I just have to sit here and deal with that. Yeah. Alright, moving on from there. The Brothers of Destruction and DX, they have a confrontation to end Monday Night Raw. They're out there talking. DX's music hits. Shawn Michaels super kicks The Undertaker. All that good stuff. Hyping up Crown Jewel.
Yeah, the segment itself, it was what it was. And no spoilers, but that match, that Crown Jewel, is a sight to behold.
It's a sight to behold. That's all you need to say.
I don't think you're ever going to forget it.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. All right. I guess that's really all I need to hear. All right, well, moving on from Monday Night Raw, let's talk some SmackDown Live. Let's talk about the land of opportunity. So, we kick off with the phenomenal AJ Styles defending the WWE World Heavyweight Championship against the Yes Man Daniel Bryan. Dave Meltzer gave this match 3.75 stars. It was very good, man. I really enjoyed it. The storytelling with the knee and how they're really putting over the calf crusher of AJ's to win matches. This was great, man. I don't know exactly how long it went, but I loved everything about it. How'd you like it?
Yes, I thought this match was really good. I think people are overanalyzing the fact that Daniel Bryan tapped out. I think if he tapped out to the Shield, that's a lot worse than tapping out to another babyface. And as you said, they did put over the whole calf crusher, and they were working over Daniel Bryan's knee the entire time. So it made sense for him tapping out, even though I'm not the biggest fan of having babyfaces tap out. But when it's face versus face and it's like a very sports-like atmosphere like this one was, and with it being in Atlanta, with AJ being super over and Daniel Bryan actually getting booed during the match, which was interesting. I thought it was good. It's probably, if this was what the match was going to be at Crown Jewel, I would have been very happy with that match.
Yeah, man. They gave it to us early because Daniel didn't want to go to Saudi, and I feel it. So it was nice, man. It was cool. Then what happens after they shake hands? Samoa Joe, I guess his injury is cleared up or whatever, attacks Daniel and AJ, puts them both to sleep. And then right after that, AJ Styles says he wants Samoa Joe in Saudi Arabia for the WWE Championship. So we got that match today. Don't know what happened. I'm going to have to go watch it after this recording. Was the match good? Tell me that, Brandon. Was it good?
I'll be honest, I was asleep during this match.
All right, no worries.
I took a nap, and I was like, just wake me up when Brock and Braun happens, because I know something's going to happen. Because I at least know a new champion's going to be crowned. I wanted to see what was going to happen, because the entire show was basically a house show in front of 25,000 people with good staging and lighting. For sure.
So I'm going to have to go watch that and see what went down. All right, so after that, Jeff Hardy, he has like this it's in this black room promo. He used to have these a lot back in like 2008 when he was doing the face paint gimmick, which he's doing now. And yeah, so honestly, I almost caught like the last couple words of the promo, but how'd you like it if you saw it?
Jeff Hardy does these type of promos all the time where he just speaks in platitudes and says like some sort of spoken word thing, and I mean they're good. It's a lot better than Jeff Hardy standing out there in front of the crowd having to cut a 5-minute promo. So just keeping them in little spurts like this, it's good for him. And shout out to the House Hardy Halloween special. I watched it on Wednesday, and I watched it on Halloween. It was amazing.
Really, I didn't see that. I got to go watch that.
Queen Rebecca didn't talk at all, but it's okay.
All right. Big E defeats Cesaro in a trick or street fight. Let me just say, when the Brood's music hit, I popped massive. But then I was thinking, like, we're not going to get Edge. He was just there. And if Edge is going to be there, Christian is going to be there. So, like, are we going to get Gangrel? But then, of course, it was I called them the Brood Day. They were dressed up like the Brood or whatever. So that was cool. Somebody spit blood in Big Show's face. What'd you think of this?
I'm happy they just got all this out of the way in one match, and it wasn't an entire show full of Halloween gags like they've been in the past on holiday specials. So it makes sense for New Day to be the ones who have this crazy kooky match. And I'm not a fan of this type of stuff, but to each his own. And if this is what Vince McMahon wants to do, if he just gets it out of the way in one segment, let him have his fun.
I want pumpkins, damn it. That's probably what he said. All right.
There was a nasty bump where I think it was Cesaro took a suplex onto those pumpkins. I would not want to do that.
Yeah, I hope he got a little extra pay for taking that kind of bump. All right, moving on. R-Truth. He loses to Shinsuke Nakamura. As he should. Shout out R-Truth, man. He's just been hilarious with the whole Truth TV and all that other good stuff, man. He's like number 1 on the Black Power ranking whenever I do another one of those again. But yeah, Shinsuke, we haven't seen him in a while, getting a little credibility back, winning on TV, so it'll be alright. And then after that, the man made their way down to the ring. I'm talking about Becky Lynch, solidifying herself as the best going out of that feud with Charlotte Flair. And then she's hyping up her match at Survivor Series with Rowdy Ronda Rousey. That's going to be a good one, man.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'll be there in LA to watch it. But my thing is, I just don't know who to cheer for. I think at this point, I will side with Becky Lynch, just because I think that's what most of the crowd's going to do, even though Ronda is from LA. So it will be interesting to see what the crowd response is for this match.
Yeah, man. I mean, Becky, she's really done it. I'm excited for her and her whole career arc at this point. If this is the peak of her career, it's a pretty damn good peak. But her and Ronda, they're going to clash very well. I mean, we're all talking like Charlotte and Ronda at Mania 35. I mean, Becky, Ronda, that's interesting. I mean, who knows? Like, most likely Ronda's probably going to beat Becky. And then, let's say Becky loses the championship within a span between, like, that point in the Rumble. Becky could go on, win the Women's Royal Rumble, and then challenge Ronda again if she is the champion, to kind of get that rematch or something like that. Just a little fantasy booking on my end, kind of going forward with what we're going to be doing in the WWE Universe. Moving on from that, Jeff Hardy and Rey Mysterio, they go on to defeat Randy Orton and The Miz. The match, it was okay. What are your thoughts?
It was what it was, just there to fill time and put over the World Cup tournament, and it's just what you would expect out of these four guys in a TV main event.
Yes. But after that, Randy Orton RKO's all of them.
And Tom Phillips completely botching the call by saying there's going to be no friends in the World Cup, even though he RKO'd Rey Mysterio before he RKO'd The Miz. So he was a little premature on that call.
Yeah. Damn it, Tom Phillips. Always messing up. No, Tom Phillips is a good guy. I mean, sometimes. Alright, Superstar Spotlight. Who do we got? Who do we got? Who do we got?
I got Shane McMahon. You'll see why.
I'll see why?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No spoilers.
Alright. You got Shane... Okay, alright.
Mm-hmm.
Becky Lynch. I'll give it to Becky from Evolution going into her promo talking about her and Ronda. I mean, the title of the show is Becky Lynch is the man, so it has to be her. Like, I don't think there's anybody else. Alright? Alright. So, Brandon, why don't you tell us about your promo pick of the week?
So, with me on these promo picks, I take liberty on what the word promo means. I might do something like an angle, and this was more like the angle of the week. And since it was Halloween, I'm going to take, which I don't think we even really talked about this ever. We got the build up to the Hulk Hogan Ultimate Warrior match at Halloween Havoc 99. We will go back to, I believe, October 6th, 1998. It's Halloween Havoc 98. Duh. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm still recovered from that flu shot last week. But anyways, we got Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff going to the back into their locker room. Hulk Hogan looking for the Warrior, and he can't find him. But then he looks into his mirror, and the Ultimate Warrior is there to spook Hulk Hogan. But Eric Bischoff can't see it. Only Hulk Hogan can see it. And Ultimate Warrior is just inside the mind of Hulk Hogan, just playing mind games up until Halloween Havoc.
Yeah, I watched it. I was like, have I ever seen this before? Like, what is this? Yeah, Bischoff was like, what are you looking at? I thought it was interesting. I don't know people who play mind games with the Immortal one, but you know. Yeah.
And if you haven't seen Halloween Havoc 98 with Ultimate Warrior and Hulk Hogan, go out and do so. That's my bonus match pick of the week. Go out and watch that. A terrible, terrible match.
Hey man, look man. I mean, you're right. No, it most likely wasn't good. All right, so let's talk about it, guys. Let's talk about the match pick of the week. John Cena defending the WWE Championship against the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. Survivor Series, November 27th, 2005. It's Survivor Series season. It's Thanksgiving season. Time for the turkey and the cornbread and all that good stuff. So I was like, you know what? Let me pick a Survivor Series match. This match, it was Sean Daivari. You know, he was the special guest referee. He was getting slapped by John Cena. Another referee came out there. He got knocked down. Then a SmackDown referee had to come out there and count the finish of the match. John Cena did a running crossbody. It was nice, man. What'd you think?
It was a good match. Nothing like some racism by King about Sean Daivari, and Kurt Angle coming down to the ring, and he was like the general manager of SmackDown, and everyone he's like censoring out the crowd. It was interesting.
It was. It truly was. Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, follow us on Twitter at BulletCast, Instagram The BulletCast, YouTube channel is The BulletCast. Email us bulletcast2 as in the number 2 sweet swet@gmail.com. 99.9 FM KW in Watsonville. We're on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, TuneIn, Google Play. We are on iHeartRadio. Go check that out. Shirt designs, we're going to try to get that stuff. I want to find somebody that prints on demand so we can get those out to you guys. We're going to have a Podfather shirt, a Canadian Destroyer shirt, a Bulletcast DX Green shirt, a Bulletcast Baby Blue shirt. The guy who made them, Fantasy Booker T, Paul Paley, you can have one of his shirts. So we're trying to make it happen. Brandon, any more words to the people?
If you're deciding to watch Crown Jewel? I'd probably say no. You don't have to watch anything. I mean, if you're gonna watch one match, I mean, maybe the Seth Rollins, Dolph Ziggler, spoiler alert, at the World Cup. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I mean, the show itself at Crown Jewel was terrible. The tag team match between the old men at the very end, which, yes, they main evented the match. They main evented the show, the tag team match, which was a little bit of a shocker to me. But
did Shawn look good?
He looked bald.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I mean, there's a whole bunch of botches in this match. Shawn Michaels does a moonsault to the floor.
All right, say no more. I knew that man shouldn't have come out of retirement. I preached it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're running like 30 minutes shy of our normal time. We will be back in the studio next week, and we will have a regular episode of the Bulletcast for you. Hopefully things get better in the world of professional wrestling. Alright, Brandon, I will see you next week, man.
Hopefully. And this audio quality will get better.
Alright, goodbye, people.
Doodles.